Gosh, that's two in a row.
So, as you saw there in the intro, I got on the ice a little bit. The camera quality, not great. It was dark. Went out fishing over the weekend and the beginning of this week. Over the weekend, um, man, it was just kind of the story of how my day went. I left my GoPro on as we got there. I did a little intro and walked down to the lake, tried to find some spots. GoPro was just running, draining the battery the whole time. Forgot my extra battery, so didn't get a lot of filming done. And then we didn't actually get on the fish real heavy until the sun went down. So it was dark. We didn't plan on fishing in the night, but we ended up staying into the night because that's when the fishing was great and we really got on them. So I did a little filming with my phone, which you saw in the intro there, and you'll see later on here. Got a couple clips, nothing special, not great quality, but also have a few clips from a Monday night. I did get out again. This time I had the GoPro, but it seemed like every time I turned the GoPro on, I wouldn't catch a fish. Every time I turned it off, I would get a bite. So not a lot of great content. Debated on even posting this, but here we are. Still wanted to talk a little bit about the two experiences that I had over the last couple days because they were really good. We had some good success both days ice fishing, and you can expect a lot more ice fishing content coming. I mean, it's definitely not getting any warmer out, especially here in Lincoln, Nebraska and the surrounding areas. So, and I mean, it's supposed to be brutally cold in the negative temps this weekend. So who knows how much I'll get out. I hope to get out, but I do have a planned trip, not this weekend, but the weekend after. So should definitely get a ton of ice fishing content and a lot of videos and clips for you guys to put on YouTube and Instagram. So be sure to check those out. TikTok will get a fair share as well. Haven't quite started the BK Fishing TikTok. Might just transition my personal TikTok over to that. So we'll see what happens there. But here we are, episode 2. Got a couple clips, as I said, and you'll see there was a kind of a common theme where I lost some fish, I missed some fish, I was being lazy with the Vexilar, leaving it in the hole, and I mean, if you fish, you do that sort of thing. So you'll see it here, but we'll just kind of start it, and I'll explain, and then I'll go into detail about what we were fishing on, what we were looking for, and what I was using a little bit as well. So here we go. As you can see there, it's almost a dead stick. I mean, just small, subtle jigs. Got the fish chasing.
Oh, I lost it again.
But
I gotta take that transducer
there I
out for
was
being
being
lazy.
lazy with the Vexilar in the hole. If you fish, you know
On the wrap.
that can be something.
Oh,
But hey, we got on
there.
him. My buddy Ty was with me, and we got on him. We were doubling up a lot of times. So here's another clip. This is, I mean, you'll hear me say it, but this is a little one. Didn't catch a lot of them that size, but it was one of the clips that I did manage to get.
Isn't it? Look at that.
As I said
guy.
right there, one of the smallest one, if not the smallest one we caught all day. Most of them were 10, 11 inches, maybe a 12 here and there, but we did get some 8s and 7s.
Here we go. This one's good. Oh no!
Another one. Like, what was going on? I mean, it was just one of them days. Like, that was the one. That one pulled some drag, gave me a good fight, got the transducer out of the hole, and, man. Just, I don't know what happened. You know, when you're ice fishing, you're using really small hooks, especially on the spoon I was using. So, it is what it is. I lost a good one there, and we moved on. I mean, fishing continues. That's part of the game. You can see just a little bit here, the subtle jigging that I'm doing. I mean, they were on the bottom that first night we went, and you just had to jig it a little bit, get them chasing. They'd come 100 miles per hour up at it. You could see there on my Vexilar a little bit. It was like 12 foot of water.
No, I didn't.
But you'll get a little outline of the crappie we were catching here. So caught a lot of bluegill, a lot of crappie, but this is a decent sized crappie here. It was about 11 inches or so.
School.
That was pretty much the size and range that we caught. And that's really all the clips that I got. I mean, all the other clips were me just talking or us just bullshitting around in the hut. So not a lot of good quality there, and I apologize, but I will get more out here very soon. We will get a lot better camera setup. The GoPro setup will be improved, to say the least. So you can expect better, but hey, thank you guys for watching. And I'll go over just a little bit here about what I was using, just to provide some quality, right? So what I was using was this spoon right here, just a small forage spoon. You can't really see the color, especially since I'm using the green screen. It tends to blend in a little bit, but purple and white, a little bit of pink on there too, and then green and white. Just small forage spoons, really small. I mean, we caught a few off the tungsten or the little teardrops, but not a lot of success there, and we had to switch up what we were using. The first day we used waxworms, absolutely destroyed them on waxworms. I mean, you could catch bluegill, crappie. One of the better days I've had on waxworms for crappie, as consistent as they were. But the next night that we went out, it was minnow heads. I mean, just dead minnow heads, and you tipped your jig or whatever you were using, they would kill it. But if you were using a waxy, different story, they wouldn't touch it. So that's what we were using for the most part. Caught a few on the jigging wraps too. I mean, guys like this. So not exactly that color, all different colors of jigging wraps, but it was a good outing both days. Wish I would have got better footage, but it is what it is. You can expect better, like I said. So what we were doing is first started in kind of some shallower water and then moved to the deeper water. We tried some structure, some brush piles, and just submerged trees, and really just couldn't pick anything off in that shallower water. Caught a bluegill here and there, but once we moved to a more of a transition in the depth, we had greater success. We got into that 12, 14 foot range, which is fairly deep for the lakes that we were fishing. I mean, the deeper parts of those are maybe 20 or 18, so not very deep lakes around here. So we found kind of a 12 to 14 transition period, and there were fish sitting on it. There was crappie suspended anywhere from 6 to 10. You could pick a few off the bottom as well, but a lot of the crappie came suspended, and I mean, that's just how we fished it. I start at the bottom and then bring it up slowly, and the crappie would come onto your Vexlar, and I mean, they came 100 miles per hour and smacked it. They were definitely aggressive, so hope to have that same energy and those same results, but better footage in the next few episodes. But like I said, thank you guys for watching. As always, feel free to give me a like, a comment on how the video quality sucked or whatever. I appreciate any and all of the above. And if you're feeling real generous, just hit that subscribe with the little dinger bell there for notifications of when I post. So thank you guys, and that is episode 2 of the BK Fishing Show. It's only up from here, right? Thank you. We out.